Welcome back, ladies and gents. I wanted to illustrate just how much of an advantage that Grandmaster Mercantile is, and I think that this would be the best way of doing it. By going out, taking all this stuff that we have yet to identify.
I have no idea.
There's no room. It's worthless.
And, well, identifying it, selling it off, and
I
turning
have
a
no
profit
idea.
off of it as such. Let's see, we should be able to hand these off to her.
I don't know.
Can't you?
I have no idea.
No, I guess you can't identify them.
No space.
I have no more room.
We might be able to exchange
It's
some
worthless.
off like this.
I have no idea.
No space. It's worthless.
Yes, and then we'll do that, and we'll sell this off what we can.
How can I help you today?
And we'll sell... Yeah, pretty much every time you see off to the right, whenever they say... if they say it looks like junk, that means you have no skill. If they say, or no mercantile skill, if they say I usually charge something, but I'll give you this as an offer, it means that they're not going to do it at cost, but they're going to do it. They're going to give you a certain discount or a certain markup depending on where you are buying or selling. And if he gives you this speech, it says normally I do my best to buy blah blah, but I can see you know it's worth blah. That means you've got it at base cost. He's doing something for you at cost, so that's what you want to look for. So we'll sell this. And for quite a profit. As you see from just that, we got about 5,000 gold pieces.
No space. It's worthless.
But it's quite understandable, though. Such things, plate armor. Not everybody knows how to be able to exactly craft
I have
armor.
no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea.
No space.
And
It's
given that,
worthless.
given that in such a setting, even the slightest amount of protection can mean the difference between life and death. People are going to want to splurge.
I have no idea.
Even though people that buy the cheap stuff are not often the best repeat customers, if you get what
It's
I mean.
worthless.
Even the people that try to pinch their pennies will still find that to be a very worthwhile addition to their outfitting.
I just don't know.
So you can see where it would make for quite a lot of money like that.
It's worthless.
I really wish I could enchant some of the armor, because rusty breastplates should be enchantable. Likewise with Minotaur chainmail and everything. But no enchant item means that I don't have that ability right now.
How can I help you today?
So, sell everything and at cost.
How can I help you today?
Sell, 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 sell. You know, come to think of it, the only time where I've ever seen people deal at either a loss or at cost to themselves would be in the Fallout series and in the Might and Magic series. Though with the Fallout series, that was only for Fallout 1. Sometimes in Fallout 1 you could get such a good deal that you could just, you know, you could get the bargaining in your favor, meaning that he would do everything at a loss, including buying and selling weapons and armor. And it was kind of funny because you go out and you could just absolutely buy everything that the person had and just have it be at cost. It was great like that. Fallout 2, they learned from their lessons from that, and they made it so that pretty much everything was done at a loss to yourself. But since Fallout 2 had a lot more infinite resources, it wasn't such a problem, because even if you were lacking in money or caps or coinage, as the case may be, because Fallout 1 had bottle caps, Fallout 2 I think had a combination of bottle caps and minted coin, but the thing in your inventory always looked like coin in Fallout 2. Whatever the case. That's something I'd like to see somebody do a playthrough of. A let's play, a playthrough, whatever you want to call it. The Fallout series. I haven't seen anybody do anything for that yet. Although that is understandable because this game deals with mature themes.
Backpack's full.
And people probably won't want to get in trouble with YouTube and such. You know what I should do? I should be making stuff. Yeah, make item. Welcome! I can make many wondrous things from the various ores that are indigenous to Jadame. Well, it's not indigenous to Jadame, it's pretty much, most of these ores are found everywhere, but whatever. And we can make rings. Just like that. gloves, rings. I'm hoping that some of these rings are worth something.
There's no room.
Come on, give me rings. Not gems, or potions, or amulets. Rings, I say, rings. Don't ask me how you make Firna root from an ore piece, but whatever.
It's worthless.
See, it was a good thing we got a trade-off like that, because we got a ring of speed plus 12, and that ring of speed will go to the person who's the slowest, which would be our Minotaur. And, let's see, his armor class is 44, he equips the ring, goes up to 49, meaning that all actions that we have will have a -5 tick bonus onto it. Like, say for example, you were to go out and you were to swing, or you were to swing a sword, a very light sword. That sword would cost about 60 quote-unquote ticks. It would require the computer to be able to go through 60 of these calculated actions to be able to determine, you know, if it was indeed that person's time or not, in order to be able to act. For her, she's wielding like a knightly broadsword, so it probably costs her about 70 to 80 ticks in order to be able to react. Her speed would give her about a -10, -12 bonus to that. Man, I might be fudging it on her side, but whenever you add it to the sword mastery, which is also skill reduces recovery time, she would have about, I'd say, -15 ticks, and then with arms master expert, it would be -22 ticks. So a little bit of skill like that makes it so that she can swing her broadsword at the same speed as a very, very light sword, or a dagger even, to give an idea of just how the system works. And if you eventually get it so that your arms masteries and your sword masteries are so low to the point where it gets insane, you can eventually have it so that your character does a melee attack every 1 tick, which means you hold down the A button and she'll just be like, woo! It'll just be like turning on a blender. It'll be that vicious, but that's at a very, very high level, one which we are not likely to reach anytime soon. Let's see now. I probably should have gotten a repair item expert up, but whatever. I want that half damage from physical attacks, dagnabbit. And why not? I'll use those horseshoes that I picked up earlier. I'll use them on Riara in order to get her repair item up. There we go. Because there's still going to be things that will break. Rings, hats, gloves, and even weapons, unless you feel like blessing all of your weapons too, which would be a very long and lengthy process. Also, let's see what we can do for the rings that we found.
It's worthless.
Anything of actual value?
It's worthless.
Well, we found a ring of vigor. That'll be nice. Personality. I'll give it to him. You'll give him a little bit more base HP to go off of. But whenever you cast Day of Gods will pretty much take all the starter boosts that you get out of things, where at the very beginning a little bit of the stat boost will help you out more, and later on the exact same stat boost will help you out less. Day of Gods pretty much just blows through that very beginning stat boost part, and it takes you right to where it's going to be very useful for your characters. And I guess it goes
No
without
space.
saying that
It's worthless.
we should
It's
sell this off.
worthless.
So we'll stack up on these things, as much as Devlin can carry.
Perfect. Perfect. Success.
Mix up a few catalysts too, I guess.
Success. Perfect.
And let me sort the inventory real quick. Alright.
I can't identify it.
Hand that off.
It's worthless.
And we're getting a lot of junk from this, sadly. But what can you do?